everything. The migration happened in less than a week. I mean, we had planned for an extensive migration, and then we had to pare it down quite a bit because our time constraints were kind of dictating that, and so we pared it down to about a week and a half, and actually we finished it, the majority of the migration within 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
So it was an amazing migration.
And I think that's the partnership that New brought to Arbor Hospice, because we had been working with New to evaluate our email options, and there's always a plan A, and that was the nice orderly, we're going to take a month to do this transition. Then as things in healthcare or things in any plan goes, our old system actually crashed on Labor Day. So we literally had to, by the end of that week, we had to make the switch. And we were only able to do that. Certainly, Krista and her team did a phenomenal job helping this agency have to make this switch in just a few days, when we thought September 30th, we've got, it was holiday weekend, we've got till the end of the month. But because we had the partnership in place and had been working so closely with New, it was able to go so quickly. And we were pretty paralyzed there for a couple of days when our old system crashed. So it was wonderful that New was able to help us make the switch that much quicker and get everybody over to the new system. So it could have been a lot worse, and we really fared relatively well.
I think so.
So maybe we didn't need to plan a 4-week transition. But I don't know that anybody of us would have planned a 2 or 3 day transition as we ended up having to do.
Now with the new system, we all have the same system, same language across the board, and so we're trying to educate staff on the calendaring, things like that. Our next step into this is doing resource planning in Zimbra. So people are really getting comfortable with it, using it, and we just continue to integrate new aspects of it.
The resource planning is a good example of literally a process that used to be manual. We used to have a note paper book that was the checkout system for all of our conference rooms. People signed the book. Not the most efficient way to have room handling, but our old system didn't have that capability. Then we looked to automate it while we were evaluating the email system, and we had an interim step where we got it all on a computer, but all it was a calendar. So somebody still had to enter all that data in, but we at least had a color-coded computer printout of what the utilization of all the rooms were. Now, I can go in, I can set up my meeting, but I can then pick which conference room. It tells me what the capacity is for the room size. I can see if it's available, I can book it, and I can also, if I need a projector, I can do that too, all at the same time. So it's a great tool, and I think that's just a good example of how far we came, literally from still the old, pencil and paper to this process that I can get 3 things done at the same time.